This video will look at how to transition your school year from the last year to the current year. As you can see on the top, my current year is 2015 and 2016, which is the last year. I need to move this over to the next year. So to create a new year, we click on Manage Your School and then School Years. We need to create the school year for the next year. So from this drop-down box, look to see if you have this 2016 or 2017 option here. If you don't have it, you'll need to click Add School Year. From the drop-down list, choose 2016, 2017, and then enter your first day of school and your last day of school. Once you're done, you click Save, and then you'll have this 2016, 2017 available in your school years. So I already have this, so I'm not going to click Save. I'm just going to click Cancel. Once you have your next school year saved, just check to see if you have the next school year available from your drop-down box. If you do, then you have done this step successfully. From this point, you don't have to add anything down here. This is all optional, and we'll actually do this after we switch years. So now what we do is we go down here to the year-end transition option, and you'll see here that I have these green notices saying that I've done all of these steps. You can do these steps as many times as you want. Yours might be blank if you haven't done these already, but that's okay. So the first option here is transfer grades. We'll click on transfer grades. It's going to ask me if I want to. I say yes. And what this does is it transfers all of the grades taught in my school to the next year. The next step is to transfer courses. So transferring courses will transfer all of the courses being taught in my school over to the next year. Here we can select any new teachers that are teaching this course. For example, if this teacher is no longer teaching Accounting 11, we can switch that to another teacher. If we don't have a teacher for them yet, then we'll just select the blank one. The grade level should remain the same. It's the grade level of the course being taught, and everything else we'll just leave blank for now. Once you're done, click Migrate Courses, and this will move all of my courses over to the next year. You don't have to pull down the courses every year from the Drums library. If you have them in already, it simply transfers over. The third step is transfer homerooms. Again, this is very similar to transferring the courses. This transfers the homerooms over to the next year. You can make any changes here if you like. You can also make changes as you switch to the next year. So it's really up to you what you want to do. Again, you can choose the teacher. If you don't have a teacher, you can just select the blank and it won't assign a teacher for next year. Once you're happy with your changes, you click Migrate Homerooms, and then you're done. So as you're moving through these steps, this green Done button will show up, which means you're good. And the last step, this one's a little bit more involved, is Transfer Students. So this moves all of your students over to the next year. Depending on how you want to do this or how big your school is, you could do this by grade. So from this drop-down box, you can choose the grade level that you want to work with, and you can choose your sorting options as well. So for me, I'll sort by grade, and I'm just going to click Load Everybody. You can also click on the header here to sort by the grade levels. So here are my students, and what I want to do, actually I'm going to try this again. There we go. So here are all of my students. I'm going to filter them by grade. Oh, just had a little bit of a hiccup there. So any student who's not going to attend your school next year, you simply want to select Withdraw. Any student that is returning to your school, you want to make sure that the Transfer Radio button is selected. You can also assign the student's grade next year. Each student should have a grade assigned to them. They should not have any blanks here. So for example, Emily Elementary will be in grade 3, so make sure that they're in grade 3. And just go down your list and make sure all of the grades are selected correctly. students that have graduated, you can select graduation. So from this list, all of my students are moving over to the next grade, and Eric Elementary is going to withdraw from my school. Once we're done, we click Migrate Students. And it will tell me that there's 8 students remaining. These are the number of students remaining for the next year. The count, it's a little bit buggy right now, but you can basically ignore this. If you're happy with your changes here, then you should be fine. Once we're done all of these steps and we've reviewed everything, we click Switch Year. And then it'll say my current school year is 2015 to 2016. I'm going to click here to switch school year. Proceed. Choose the next year that I'm going to use, so it's the 2016-2017 school year, and then click Change School Year. Now you'll see that I'm in my current year, and if I look at my students, I'll see all of my changes. As you can see, Eric Elementary has been withdrawn from my school. He's not in there anymore, and that's basically it. Now you can go through all of your beginning of the year school setups, like your school years, reporting periods, and so forth, and make your adjustments there. If you have any questions about this video, please contact us through email. It's help@drumsbc.com. Thank you so much.